What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's journal recap and trading recap, I guess, both, whatever. Today is the 26th of January, and we're basically reviewing the day. So, starting off, coming into the day, I was bullish. The reason for this is because we invalidated this hourly gap and we respected this 30-minute gap. So, my kind of thought process was with this is that if we did reject off of this, we would have just targeted lower, but we continue to sell off or displace higher, and then we open up a 15-minute. And so by 9:25, right, we ended up sweeping into this. So my idea is for one thing, is that we also open up previously a 15-minute gap, and we tapped into it, creating this 15-minute intermediate high. That's a really good draw on liquidity for us because it's just like a higher time frame PDA plus ITH. So that's really nice. But in my head, I'm like, before market open, how are we going to get there, right? So ideally, I want to see market sweep into here and then continue higher towards, the 5-minute. Or sorry, the 15-minute intermediate high. So just ignore that. Ignore this 5-minute because that's a future thing. I'm actually going to remove this because it doesn't really matter. But, so looking at market open, right? So we come down and boom, we sweep market open. I don't know if you saw that. We ended up sweeping into this 15-minute, right? I'm actually going to go back a little bit here. So market opens, we sweep into this, and we create a 1-minute. And then boom, what happens next? Nothing. We don't get an inversion here on the 1-minute. But we do have a 30-second inversion right here around this level. So, I think like Blake, or I don't know if Patty took it, but Blake took a 1-to-1 trade like up here, around somewhere around here. I think it was actually like right here. So he took that trade, 30-second. For me, I faded it because it's not necessary, and like ideally we just don't really need to like take 30-second trades because I'm still fairly new, so I'm not doing that. One thing I did notice is that we did sweep out buy side liquidity here. The reason why I'm not bearish at this moment is because this buy side liquidity is not resting in any fair value gap. We're not, it's not within anything. This is more important, like a more important draw that we could reverse off of. But so continuing from where I left off, that was basically the only valid trade for the day. And we just basically continue higher and higher and higher without any opportunity for entry. So, and I'm just going to keep doing it until we get there. But coming into ES as well, so ES just wanted to shoot high. Like we did not get any bearish displacement or retracement at all whatsoever. ES ended up taking previous day high. We also took the weekly high as well with this buy side liquidity. In the process, we created an SMT, but by this point in time, I knew that it wouldn't really matter because one, we're just displacing so heavily, right? We're disrespecting all of this bearish gap, and we're respecting all of this bullish gaps. So in my head, I'm like, we don't really want to take longs unless, like something else gets hit. But realistically, nothing was really getting hit here. We also left these equal lows that I wanted to see price take out prior to getting along, so there was really not any entries, and we basically just dipped until like our time, like it really just, that's just it. Like we didn't really find any trades at all whatsoever. Price just did not give us any opportunities, and by this point in time I was like, nah, we're good. We did have this 4-hour ITH, but realistically, did price want to listen to us? No. Look what just happens. Right, we just continue higher and we would have gotten stopped out. The ideal trade here was probably this right here, this 5-minute. Not ideal because I wouldn't have taken it, but see this trade, but it also reverses like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then continues higher from there. So ideally, I don't know if we wanted to take shorts towards the equal lows because we're just overall bullish, right? We don't want to be trading against the trend. We want to be trading with the trend. So yeah, overall, like my psychology, I don't know if it was a psychology thing, but basically what happened was I just was so tired and I didn't even bother like looking for any setups after this. This just was a day where I was just like, all right, well, all the objectives were like basically taken out, and we didn't really. I'm actually gonna move this here. We didn't really like get any other like retracements anywhere. So overall, the day was just kind of like, it was just like no entries whatsoever for me at least, and that's just like a psychology thing. But yeah, coming back into this, I'm actually gonna show you my journal real quick. Let me just, there we go. Oh crap, I don't know how to fix that. Should I do know how to fix that? Alt? Whatever. There we go. Whatever. I'll just show you this. So basically, we're leaning bullish coming to the day. We just invalidated this hourly and we swept up to this 30-minute, right? Obviously what I said before. So my game plan was, right, if we sweep into this 15-minute and we have an opportunity to long after that, we will target this buy side liquidity to the left of us, right? And also this intermediate high as like a good like easy draw on liquidity. What do we have? 5. Okay. Yeah. Alternatively, let's say price ends up sweeping into this 15-minute gap, right? We could short towards this unfilled 5-minute down here. We also have a good like intermediate 15-minute as well prior to market open. So I was like, all right, cool. We have two ways that market could potentially move. It really didn't do either one. It just kind of like shot straight up. We, didn't really find another opportunity after that. So so our idea was basically like invalid from the start. So you can just see like kind of what happened. Like, oh, shit. Oh my god, I'm having like, there we go. Yep, we just see these. Pause them if you want to see them, I guess. Basically just no structure. We had equal lows. ES just had nothing. But yeah, that's it.